Brighton, Crawley.
Right, okay. Outdoor circuit at Brighton.
Yeah, and indoor at Crawley. I was in the championship. That one of them. So.
Okay. How'd you get on?
Well, I was held up quite a bit, but I think I did all right.
Yeah.
I can definitely improve this year, but it's like top 14%.
Yeah.
Top 14 people that get into it.
Right.
So I'm obviously a little bit decent.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I started with hire carts myself a very long time ago.
But if you have, can you make sure you stay in your cars, please?
Won a few championships and went from there. Right.
Nice.
Yeah. What was I talking about? Okay, so driving, yeah. So you know, you've driven a little bit before. You said that was in the manual, yeah? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this in automatic today, alright? And you've only got 2 pedals down there anyway, which you probably noticed.
Yeah.
The other one's a footrest. You're only going to use your right foot, just as you would do in a manual, yeah? So no real difference there. Obviously this car is going to be more powerful than you used to. It's going to be a lot more sensitive.
Definitely.
So particularly with the throttle pedal, it's going to be a lot more sensitive, alright? And with the steering as well. So like how in karting, you know, you have to be like that a little bit, you know, smooth, but also a little bit more quick and dynamic.
Yeah.
In this, take out the quick and dynamic bit, it's just being nice and smooth with everything. Okay. Other than that, when we head out there, we're going to keep things nice and simple. So braking in a straight line for me, best as we can. There are a few places that we can't quite, but best we can, braking in a straight line. Nice and smooth through the corner once we're off the brakes, and then back on the power, nice and easy. Sound good?
Okay.
Cool. Foot on the brake pedal for me. So I'm going to stick us there and there. And when you're ready, just very lightly touch the throttle pedal, and we can make our way through the gap and head on out. See what I mean by the sensitivity?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go between the 2 blue cones and head for the next set of blue cones. So then once we come, we're going to head through those, and then we're going to go over to those yellow ones over there. And then once we've gone through the yellow ones, we'll head over to the other yellow ones. So yeah, back over to the right hand side, and then what you'll see once we get over to the right is a little sweep all the way around, and then we'll head through those other blue ones. So yeah, off the brakes for me, roll the car in. So between the next set of yellow, that's alright, so we should have gone through them, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright, through the blue. You're not the first person to have done it this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm sure you won't be the last either. Follow the white line round, and then you'll head straight for the next set. Then we're going to stay to the right hand side of the yellow cone with the red top on it. Yeah, so we're going to stay. So we'll stay where we are now, because then we're going to sweep into the left just after the cone and head up for the next one. Yeah. And once we've gone through, we'll then head for the next set of blue cones.
Just go through those 2, yeah?
Yeah. So we'll go through them and then turn immediately left afterwards. We're going to come to the left, but I want you to come really far left. So normally we would go on now, but I just want you to come a bit far left. Let this McLaren up the inside, go right round the long way. There we go. Brilliant. Thank you very much. And we're good till we can rejoin. Get back on. Slowly build. Yeah, good. And then roll the car through. There we go. And then we'll turn into the right, so then come round the cone with the little green top on it, yeah, and then come back to the left, just like the McLaren's done. Good. Accelerate up and round. And then once we come out all the way over there, I just want us to come over to the right hand side, okay?
Right.
And that way we'll be in a nice straight line, ready for braking.
Now?
Yeah, so on the right hand side, so just like they are. And then once we get to sort of about here-ish, that's when we're going to start braking for the chicane, okay? So on the brakes for me, and roll off the brakes, turn her through, and then keep her to the left, ready for gamble. Turn on it. So that's a lap. I think you've got it? Yeah? Pretty straightforward?
Yeah, apart from those, those 2 cones.
Which ones?
The ones that I missed.
Oh right, yeah, don't worry about that. Like I said, everybody misses it. So you just got to think that as one long sweeping sort of tightening corner, and then you'll be fine. So build on. That's alright. Keep on going, and we'll overtake them on the right as well. Good. Off the brakes for me. Off the brakes. There we go. Turn her in, and then just think about it as like one long sleeping corner.
Right.
So you want to come to here to then turn back now. There we go. And you see how that now lines you up for where you need to be? Yeah. Perfect. So we come over to the right, and that's going to help us then swing back across to the left. So that way we're using all of the track that we need to. Yeah. So then you can feel that all of this is that much smoother. So we're going to go to the right with the amber, yeah. And the brakes, off the brakes, off. There we go, turn her in. And round again. So just like they've done, we can hug it and then hug this white line. So we're going to hug the white line, go on, build the power 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 on. Straighten her up, then hit the brakes, off, roll her through, nice and smooth. Lovely, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now on the brakes, off the brakes, roll her into the right, touch again, off, in, patience with the power, yeah. So like you said, you've got a lot more power than this, now, and a half, faster, and a little bit more patience with the power. It's good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. On the brakes, really nice and hard. Really push them, yeah. They work like that, yeah. So you can see the difference, yeah. Awesome. Roll her in. I know it's a karting trait. Keep going, we'll keep going round. I know it's a karting trait, but try not to move the hands when you're steering. So you want one input and then one back, yeah?
Right, yeah.
So if you think about, if you watch some of the pros that drive like senior road tax and pro cars and whatever else, it's one in and out, one. Just one long sweeping out, beautiful. Go to the next one, on the brakes for me, hard. And then off the brakes, roll her in, one arc, remember? Back again, one arc. Lovely, let the car do its thing. Beautiful, same again with this one. So turn her in, do nothing with the pedals, turn her back again. Remember one steering input, yeah? And then hard on the brakes for me. Beautiful. And turn her in. There we go. So we're going to go up the inside. So just be nice and patient with the pedals, yeah? So then build her on, build her on. Hard on the brakes for me. Off, smooth through. On the brakes. So you see now how we've come in tighter, you're going to compromise to line. Patient with the power. I'm not sure if they've seen us, right? So we can't go past until they've given us permission to go past, right mate? Yeah. On the brakes for me, nice and hard. Don't know how slow they're going to go through it. Brilliant. So we're going to go through on the inside. Thank you very much, Neil. Turn her in. So just be that little bit more patient and that bit more sensitive with the throttle pedal, yeah? You can feel that this thing's a lot more responsive than the carts that you drive, yeah? So you just got to bear that in mind. Because otherwise, what you'll find as well is that you getting on the power will then make the corner tighter, so we can go on the right. So we still got to go over there, but just on the right. Off the power, just roll it through. There we go. On the brakes for me again. Beautiful. Roll off the brakes. Turn her in, patient, back across to the right hand side, then lift down, we don't want to be overtaking the atom.
You want me to?
No, we don't. Roll her through, the atom will disappear in a second, I'm pretty sure of it. Oh no, he's going to pull us through, so we're going to go through the right. So on the brakes for me, more, off, in. Patient with the power, patient. Now get her back, get her back. Yeah, so you see now how we've drifted because we went in too deep for the first bit. Slowly, there we go. Straighten her up on the brakes for me. Roll her through. Good. around. On the brakes now. Good. Then off and in. Action with the power, yeah? Because you see we're coming close to the end of the gear. So you've got to be that bit smoother with your steering. Straight around on the brakes. Really push it like that, yeah? Good. Off and in. Touch your brakes. Off. Roller in. Be smooth. Patient, patient, patient. Good. Round once more. Again, patient, patient with the power. As you'll see now, we're pushing out. Yeah? So it's basically called overdriving. Alright? So sometimes it's quicker to go slower. I know that sounds really counterintuitive, but it's true. So, on the brakes for me. Off and in. Bring her through. And then back the other way. Number one, steering input, yeah? That's what I want to see. So we're going to go take that on the right hand side. And stick that over there, yeah? Cool. And then back across the other way. So they probably haven't seen us. Just not a problem. Keep on going. What do you think of the car though?
I love it.
Yeah?
I mean, obviously my dream is to be a racing driver.
So we'll go to the right, just be patient. There we go, thank you. Patient with the power. There we go. Good. Roll the car through at this speed. Brakes for me. So again, see we compromised our entry. Just be patient with the power now, yeah? Feed her in, good. Really push it like that. There we go. And then off the brakes, turn her through. And there we go. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah. So, well, obviously, my parents don't think I can do a proper championship with my own car.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to become a racing driver most likely. But if I do get a lot of money, then I'm definitely going to buy a nice car.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, mate, dreams are dreams, and if you want it that badly, chase it.
Yeah. Where are we going?
It's a life that's not fun, trust me. So we'll go round the back, and then I want to put us the other side of that yellow Lambo. I mean, it has its moments where it's extremely fun and extremely rewarding, but it's also very difficult.
Yeah.
And you're speaking from someone who's trying to do it himself, so.
What do you race?
So at the moment I'm racing in Mark 1 MX-5s, so straighten her up. Yeah, once more, there we go, perfect. Pull both paddles in for me, both paddles. Perfect, in neutral, there we go.
Right.
But yeah, honestly, if it's something that you generally are passionate about and you want to do, I'd always say pursue it. You only get one life, you might as well make the most of it.
Yeah, I've just got to find someone that's got a lot of money, haven't I?
Yeah, and just try and be smart about it as well. So you don't want to like end up ruining the rest of your life for one sole aspect. As much as you do have to be dedicated to it, you just got to try and be smart about it as well.
Yeah.
All right. But if you want to do it, do it. I mean, I didn't start until I was 19. I wanted to start karting when I was 4. We didn't have the money or the knowledge or anything, so I actually didn't start racing until I was like 19, 20, which is really late.
Yeah.
Really, really late.
So you've
got a massive advantage. Because when I got to about 10 years old, I was like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen now. I'm too old. How old do you think I am?
I don't know, 25?
27. So close. I'll take that. 25. I'll take that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a long, hard road, and a lot of it is contacts and people who you meet along the way. But yeah, the more time you spend at circuits, it's always going to help.
I don't care whether I'm in like Formula 1 or like anything, but I just want to get paid for doing something that I enjoy.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I get that. Which is why I do things like this as well.
Do they help you, kind of?
So, as an instructor, you're sort of like a self-contractor sort of thing. But yeah, it all helps. The one thing I would say is, if you're in the industry and you're in and around circuits, it's only going to help because you're networking. The biggest thing that you can have that's going to help is marketing and business ideas. So think about it as a business rather than as like a hobby. And if you do that, it may take some of the fun out of it sometimes, but you will progress more because you'll be able to make those deals that will give people where people will give you money to be able to go do what you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
I know that a lot of people in college and that, you know, go out to businesses to find sponsors and that to help pay for their, you know.
And it's just putting across a business case to how you're going to help them.
Like such as putting their company on your helmet or something.
Yeah, exactly. But you've got to, like, the biggest stuff for them comes in what you can do more than just a sticker on a car.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you going to do to help bring them return and things like that?
My dad knows a lot of people with companies, so maybe they'll help at some point.
The other thing is build your skill. Because no matter how talented you are, if people have got money, they can spend more track time, and that's going to help them more than anything else. So the more track time you can get to build that ability, to build your CV as far as accomplishments, the better as well.
This winter, I might try a championship outside.
Yeah.
If I do well,
outdoor karting.
Yeah.
100%, especially here in the winter. You get good in the rain, and it will make you very good everywhere else. It was one of the biggest things that helped me. The fact that I can be pretty damn good in the rain. Like in the dry, I'm not bad. No, I'm usually right there at the front.
Have you been to Buckmore before?
Yeah, I've raced around Buckmore loads.
It's horrible in the rain there for me.
I'm not too bad around there.
You just can't turn.
There's a trick to it. Just go in, find where the grip is, send it harder than you think you can send
The wheels are only like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Turn.
Go in on full lock, let the fronts bite, find the rotation, straighten her up.
And if that doesn't work, then you're going around.
If that doesn't work, you're going in the wall. But if it does work, you go quicker. And the faster you go, the more grip it's going to give you up to a point. Trust me. Get good in the rain, and it will show you. You will learn more from going a few seconds quicker in the rain than you'll learn from going half a second quicker in the dry, because it will help both aspects of your driving. Sounds scary, I know, but honestly, outdoor karting, especially a winter series, it will help you loads. Alright. Oh,
Can't
turn this
open
off
my
now.
door yet because
Yeah, it's fine.